Delicious content creation. We're back. This is a simple one, guys. You guys need to cook. You want to eat something good. Here are the ingredients. This is a 15-minute meal, no joke. We have here the famous pink slime. All right? Hamburger. What we're going to do? Basic. Cook it down. Drain off the grease. Cook it nice and very well done. And then the other ingredient will be country gravy. The next ingredient will be bread. We have some bread. You can use egg bread, sourdough bread, white bread, wheat bread. I don't suggest use rye or any of the other flavored breads. But these are the ingredients. Bread, beef, country gravy. Let's cook. Delicious content creation. We're back at you. Okay, we're at the oven or the stove or the kitchen top. Delicious content creation. Here we are. We're going to put this sucker on 7.5. Once again, we want to go about 7.5 on the electrical stove. And we're going to take this pink slime. There goes the oven getting nice and hot. We're going to throw that pink slime in there. So what we're going to do. And we're going to cook it down. And then we're going to get rid of the oil, the grease. We all know what's involved with cooking the pink slime. Made a little salt and pepper, right? Here's a little salt on there. Just a little bit because we don't really need to season this up too much. It doesn't really have a lot of seasoning that's needed because the gravy will take care of the rest. So a little bit of salt and then a little bit of pepper. But this guy don't have no pepper. Let me go get some pepper. I'll be right back. All right, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. That's all we need, just a taste. And then we're going to cook this down. I'm going to cook this down. It's going to be all greasy. We'll come back in a minute. You know how long it takes to cook burger. Only a few minutes. Put that thing on 7.5. Separate it. And we'll be back when it's getting ready to be degreased. Delicious content creation. Okay, we're cooking down that meat. We want to go ahead and beat it up real good. Break it up into little chunks as small as possible so that it's well done. This is about halfway done. Now a little comment on the meat. If you get 80-20, you're going to have more fat. You're going to have to drain it. It's going to be a lot more watery looking. This is 93.7. So it's very lean. Has a lot of hamburger in it because it costs less than the other one that didn't. So think about that. Grocery stores are backwards. So we get this with something like 80-20% as far as the fat to the meat. You'll have more oil that you need to drain off. So just go ahead and cook it up very well done and drain off your oil. Doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the taste. And 90% of the time the hamburger is still exactly the same. So we're almost done here. We'll go on to the next step in a minute. And we'll be right back when we're going to cook up the gravy and add it to this when it's done. Well done. Be right back. Delicious content creation. Okay, we're right back. This hamburger is looking good. I wanted to cook it a little bit more, but we're just going to go ahead and finish this up. Now what we want to do is take this pot with water. That is 2 cups of water. What kind of cup? Whatever cup. I used this one. I filled it up to about right there. Not all the way to the top. 8 ounces is a cup. 6 ounces is okay. This is 2 cups of water. Now what we want to do is the recipe calls for taking the water, 2 cups as it's cold, and then adding in the gravy mix. So the recipe is to add it in cold, and as the water heats up, it'll get thicker. We are going to stir it as it heats up. And as you can see, those packages are quite messy, so I'm going to get rid of that, just to get rid of it. I don't like looking at it. We're still on 7.5. We're going to make some gravy. Now, I'm going to mix up this gravy. It's going to get thicker and thicker as I mix it and stir it. Then we're going to cook it even some more, because what's going to happen next is we're going to take this gravy, we're going to take that hamburger, I'm going to put the hamburger back onto the fire here, or the element, the flame, the heat, whichever you would like to call it in your world. And we're going to combine them. And then that's going to be the SOS. Now, that's the recipe we're doing here. It's SOS, which stands for shit on a shingle. The shingle will be the bread. The meat sauce and the gravy is the shit. So, we're going to go ahead and get this to get hot and thicken up. I'm going to be back in a couple of seconds with the video magic of time lapse. As it is thicker, then we'll add them together. We'll be right back. Delicious content creation. All right, we're back. Here we go. Look at this. It's getting a little thicker. See that thickness? It's very thin because I have a little extra water, but that has nothing to do with it thickening back up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this cream, or should I say, we're going to take this gravy, which is starting to turn thicker and thicker as we talk. And then we're going to get this hamburger, switch it over, and pour it all right back in there like that. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Now, it's going to cook, and it's going to get thicker with the meat. Together, this will take about 5 minutes more, maybe 6 or 7. This gravy is going to get thicker and thicker. It's going to combine with that meat. The meat's going to get into that country gravy, and all the flavors are going to melt together. Then we're going to serve it up onto the shingle. We'll be right back in a minute. Delicious content creation. Okay, ladies and germs, here we go. This is the delicious content creation. Look at it bubbling away. We're going to turn off the flame or the heat, however you want to call it. I don't want to be politically correct or call things what they should be like nobody else does. I do that. Here we go, ladies and germs. This is delicious content creation. That's what we're looking at. We've turned off the flame. We've turned off the heat. It's reduced itself down. So we're going to take this delicious, creamy, gravy, delicious hamburger mixture, and we're going to dump this onto some bread. And that's the shingle. And then we're going to eat. This is delicious content creation. You can make these recipes. It's very simple. Look at that. Look at that gravy. It's thickening up. It's looking good. All right, let's go over to the plates and let's serve some of this up. Delicious. Okay, ladies and germs, here we go. We have one shingle. We have two shingles. You could do it either way you want. Now, if you look at those plates, holiday season. A little bit of holiday spirit. Here we go. Straight from the hot pan onto the delicious content creation. We're just going to serve it up. We'll throw some on like that. See that? For the one piece. Get it nice and covered. And then we got the two pieces over here. I'm going to throw some on that one. See that right there? Goes a long way. You could serve 2 people very large plates or 4 people just one shingle at a time. I like to have 2. So we're going to go ahead and double that up. The guy's place that I'm at, where I'm cooking this at, because his kitchen has been liberated and we're able to cook, he's probably going to want to. Let's go ahead and thicken that up. We'll put the rest on there. Now, you see how that works? All of this delicious content creation will soon be inside your belly. This is delicious content creation. We're looking at shit on a shingle. This is easy to make. You can do it. When you eat this, you're going to love it. Now, if you like to have it the way it is, without any spices or chilies or any other additives, there you go. You can put some eggs next to it. You can eat it by itself. It's a breakfast, it's a lunch, it's a dinner. It's delicious. Shit on a shingle. You can cook. Delicious content creation. Make sure you subscribe. We'll see you at the next recipe. Delicious content creation. We gone.